Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife opens, Queen Naomi's new royal office inside palace before Ofarinde. Ebony and others watches in pain as Naomi enters with drummers and singers following her. It is not a small something, no daylight. Have you people heard what is going on right about now in the palace of the Ooni of Ife? That said, Kabiyesi spent millions of naira, renovating a new six-bedroom duplex, that palace you see is huge. It's huge. A duplex here, duplex there, California townhouse here. That they took time. The architectural, design of that palace is something else, okay? Now, Ooni has decided to decorate a six-bedroom duplex there for Olori Naomi. And they said the day that Naomi came to see, the work that they have done on that palace, on her office, that it was something else. It was supposed to be a quiet, almost casual day in the palace. At least that was what the wives of the Ooni of Ife were thinking, okay? Because there's been no, official announcement. Nothing has been happening. Like everybody was feeling like, okay, it's okay. Everything is going to be okay. Nobody has said anything to us. In truth, that was the day Queen Naomi would be shown her new six-bedroom duplex office inside the palace ground. The very space Ooni of Ife had poured millions into redesigning using artisans from Osogbo, Benin, and even Dakar. Every carving on the, door posts, carries symbol of fertility, divine grace, and lineage. The walls inside bore subtle spiritual, aura, okay? Yoruba elders would fully decode, okay? If you enter there as an elder or a woman, you will know, okay? Though Naomi is Christian, okay, we know, but of course she is married to a traditionalist. They said, nobody knew that Naomi was coming, but Naomi came. And, she was shown her office. It was like one of those moments, like when you have been praying so much for something and that thing happens to come to your life. It comes to pass in your life. There's this breath of fresh air, daylight. You understand now? You go be like, oh. That was what happened. Only mean business with Olori Naomi. Naomi came. When Naomi entered the palace, she entered like the queen that she is. She entered with so much dignity, everything. Do you know that the people who were opening the door for Olori Naomi, as they were opening the door for Olori Naomi, they said, no cameras, nothing, but they had drummers who were drumming for Naomi, as in to enter the office to go and see, the work of art, what Kabiyesi has done inside that office for Olori Naomi. And that is what we call love. That is what we call respect. And that is what we call commitment. Kabiyesi has made some choices that really affected Olori Naomi badly. But you see this one, Kabiyesi has tried. Kudos to our very own king, the Ooni of Ife. They say when Queen Naomi, convoy swept quietly into the inner palace gate, it felt like earth itself shifted. Their thin shield had been stationed, hours before, securing every perimeter. Their silent, intimidating presence alone made the earth tighten. Even the bird nesting under the palace cave seemed to fly off. Queen Naomi stepped down, dressed in an, understated, cream lace with a modest gold gele. Something in the atmosphere humbled everyone present. You know Queen Naomi carries presence. That will not be say, when I go come, they talk, say, Delaram, your own is too much. Delaram, you too love Naomi. Delaram, you too, they hype Naomi. Not be me, they hype Naomi. When I know, say, Naomi carry presence. That one day, when I know. Delaram, you guys know. They say when she dropped, when she came out, okay, something shifted in the air. They said the senior palace women dropped lower in, as in, they just started coming. And you know something about Naomi? Naomi commands crowd. They love Naomi so much. If they just hear that Naomi don't come now, so that you see them, they poor, they rich, all of them, that's how they'll be coming. And as Naomi is coming, Naomi is entering somewhere. If she comes like this, her car, okay, you see that Land Cruiser that carries her, that very white Land Cruiser that she uses now, it carries her straight to Kabiesi's gate. You know that entrance where Kabiesi enters from. If Kabiesi does not want to see visitors, they enter through that entrance, that major entrance for Kabiesi, and Kabiesi will just enter, nobody sees her. That's how Naomi enters. This time they carried her there. She entered straight to Kabiesi's chamber, and they said they came out briefly and went to the manor, the royal manor where she normally sleeps when she's in the palace. Then from there, they went to go and check out her office. That was what happened. They say when Naomi enters the palace, the steward avoided her gaze, bowing so deeply their head nearly brushed their knee. Even the traditional guards, who typically only gave rotund salute, placed their right fist, over their head in an old gesture reserved for, sovereign queen. Ebony, Gospel, and Ife watched all this from a discreet distance. They had followed out of necessity under the pretense of joining the small circle of royal women welcoming Olori Naomi to see the new office. They were not there. They just went, and in fact, it was all pretense, but because you and I know that they will never want that. But the humiliation, okay? In fact, the humiliation was something else. Because right now, it does seem as if they can't even talk. They can't say anything. It's all about Olori Naomi. It's all about Queen Naomi. It is Queen Naomi or nobody. And they said they were, in fact, crying that this is not fair. Now, inside, they said Naomi moved from room to room, whispering small prayers, like she was just praying around her office, trying to see what they have done. She had a small prophetic journal. She had the private reception, around the private reception area. She went there, she prayed, just entering that office. But what made all the difference is the fact that as she was entering, they had these local drummer men that were drumming for her to welcome her into her office. But when she came, her intention fully was to go there and pray in the office. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.